So there are a lot of different charities for Gold Star. When
Yeah.
you told me about white and blue, and now I know what white is, I didn't know what the rest of them were. So I think you are also going above and beyond to a certain segment that is underserved and undercared for, possibly. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not in that world, so I could be
Yeah. Yeah.
wrong,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it feels like it because I've never heard of the other colors.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to do. I mean, I'm starting with the Gold Star and White Star families. Eventually, once I raise, it's all about raising money, right? If I once I raise enough money, um, then I would love to facilitate everybody that's in the military, just in general. If you deploy, know your family's taken care of by a veteran-owned business. I mean, I got your back. So that's where my heart is. I do not take money or pay myself out of the nonprofit.
Right,
So a lot of people that do, they take advantage of nonprofits, which is why they're so, looked at, about are you making money? There's people taking salaries out of nonprofits. I pay for the equipment and I pay for my technicians to install it out of the nonprofit. The monitoring side, that's where I get paid. If I
right,
charge them $40 a month, monitoring doesn't cost me $40 a month. So if you have a security company that's telling you, oh, it's $70 for monitoring or this, it's a lie. It's not
right,
true. It doesn't cost me $40. I make about half of that. So $20 a month residually. You know what I mean? Not a lot. You get enough
right,
people, it'll be decent. But
right,
starting out a business, no, it's not a lot. But eventually it's all about helping out and doing what you can to make sure people are better secured, somebody they can trust, somebody they can call on, not a 1-800 number, get passed and shoved to the side. And another veteran-owned business helping other veterans and even civilian people. I mean, it's,
right, right.
you know, so I have my first charity cornhole tournament coming up, but
Right. When
for
is
that,
that?
that's April 4th and 5th. And we have a lot of veteran-owned businesses. Wackadoo Brewing is doing my Gold Star lager. I actually went there and they allowed me to create my own lager for it. So they'll be selling it at my event. Black Hat Distillery is going to be there. Chops Customs makes my hat. So this is my Gold Star logo. So they made this for me in
Nice.
this hat. They're a veteran-owned business, Special Forces veteran-owned business. Um, Pork around and find out. They're a barbecue company. They're a veteran-owned business, so they'll be doing my barbecue there. Um, and I have a Gold Star Valor jersey, competition jersey
Oh,
that people can purchase from Squared Away Apparel, which is a veteran-owned business as well. I actually have my jersey and I have Remember Our Fallen and I have over 470 names of all the fallen heroes in Colorado. That includes police and fire department.
wow.
So,
Is that being auctioned off?
I don't know, I'm selling them for $50 a jersey.
Okay.
So if people wanna purchase one, they can reach out to me to purchase one. Um, but that will I want to be able to like all those people on the jersey, their immediate family. I would love to find out, who their family is and maybe just give them a jersey so they have it, so they know
Right.
their loved ones remembered. But it's important for me to make sure nobody's forgotten. I also, I'll end up posting this here pretty soon on my page about the jersey. You're the first one that I told.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I'll get it out there.
yeah. But on that jersey, I'm also gonna say, hey, if your loved one's name isn't on here and he was born in Colorado or he was stationed here and deployed out of the units out of here, or any of that, please message me because it ain't nothing for me to add a name if need be because I don't want to forget nobody.
Right.
I do Run for the Fallen every year,
Okay.
um, and so what Run for the Fallen is.
Uh-huh.
So 115 miles we run. Um, I have all the shirts from Run for the Fallen, so I was able to get obviously the names from all the fallen heroes that they use. So if there's anybody that's forgotten, I mean, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not trying to forget
Right.
anybody. I would absolutely put their name on there.
Right. And is the jersey, the proceeds from that go to the Gold
Yes,
Star?
the nonprofit. Yep.
Okay.
goes to the nonprofit. The hats, the Gold Star hats go to the nonprofit. Anybody wanted to buy a hat from Chops Customs. Um, and then
So where is the cornhole tournament on April 4th and 5th? Where is it located?
so 355 North Page Road, Colorado Springs. It's out here by Schriever Air Force Base.
Okay. Is it a
So
business?
no, it's a 10-acre lot. One of
Okay.
my best friends, he built an 80 by 100-foot barn on it.
Oh,
And so we're throwing it in the barn. There's also, we'll have bounce houses for kids, so it's kid friendly. I'll have auction items from other local businesses that wanted to pitch in. Um, I'm looking at having camera kits auctioned off, so if people want cameras and even a security system, they
right,
don't have to pay for. But there's a lot of other local businesses here that have pitched in for the nonprofit for the raffle side of stuff as well. So
right.
we got a lot of traction.
Sounds amazing. How did
Yeah,
you pull that all together?
I have no idea. Heart, literally heart. When you're passionate about something, it's
Right,
easy to talk about, and good things happen to good people. You know what I mean? And I really am a good person, and I just want to help as many people as I can. And it seems like a lot of people are picking that up and giving me opportunities to, like yourself, you know what I mean? Giving me opportunities to be able to advertise and tell people about me. I don't knock doors. I don't do that
right,
stuff. I'm strictly referral based.
right,
So, any kind of word of mouth is great. And people like you and KRDO picking it up and,
right.
putting on the news the Monday, the week of the tournament. I'm looking at possibly if I can get a chance on being on WTF radio. They got 2.1 million followers. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it's like, I have a lot of opportunities. My wife has a huge network too. She's the national co-chairman for all of Military Network for EXP. So she has a lot of pull in a lot of places where I can get spread my name out more. So it's just nice and I just love it.
So how can people get involved in the foundation? And so a few things. One, how they can learn more about that. And two, do you obviously you always could use donations and stuff, but can you use volunteers?
For the event, I mean, yeah, I can use volunteers. I mean, I have my kids, coming and watching kids on the bounce houses. We're doing 50-50 or we're doing 50-50 takes, raffle tickets going around. I have a set of custom cornhole Diamond Series Pro boards, um, throwing mats, two sets, a set for each side, throwing mats, and as well as score tower that I'm raffling off. It ran me about 1,200 bucks. That's going to be raffled off at the end of the event. So it's the 4th at 6:30 p.m. We're doing a big switch Julio. What that means is they'll do say a 4 game round robin with different partners based off of PPR, which is points per round.
Okay.
You'll have an A side and a B side. The A side will partner with the B side player, so that way it's fair and it's fun.
Right. Right.
And then we'll do it into a double elimination bracket.
Well, you
Do
know a lot about tournaments,
I
so
do, yeah. Yeah, we love. I mean, my best friend that owns that
uh-huh.
land. He's actually my partner for the U.S. Armed Forces Championships for cornhole. So we played on ESPN a couple times for that. But so it was like, it's a no-brainer for us to throw a cornhole event. Everybody loves cornhole. Everybody loves beer. And if it's for a good cause, and you get some cool items,
Right.
let's do it.
So beyond the tournament that's coming up and the fun day,
Yeah.
um, how can people find out more about the foundation and what can they do to help?
So I have a website that I just did. Uh, I'll give the name for you. Just
Okay.
because I want to make sure, because I had it, because a lot of people have Gold Star and a lot of stuff.
Right.
So I have to make sure that, what I mean, it wasn't taken, when
Right.
you do that. Um, so let me get you. I know you're on a time crunch here.
No, 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 you're good.
So the website that I'll give you here in a second. Also, uh, on my I share everything on my Instagram page. So I have a Gold Star Valor Foundation Instagram page
Okay.
that I share to my Delta page,
Okay.
also on my Facebook page. So I'll post things on there so it shares it piggybacks because Delta is obviously correlated with the nonprofit as
Right.
far as like the monitoring side and all that stuff. But uh
So you don't have a Facebook page specifically for the
not for Gold Star yet. I'm in
just
the
the
process.
Instagram. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in a process of doing the. There's a lot. It's like, you're
I
trying to
know.
manage everything at one time.
Yep.
All right. Let me see here. Sorry.
No, you're good. And Gold Star Valor Foundation is quite long. If you did just
Yeah.
had that, that would be like once you get a branded email address, forget it.
Yeah, literally. It's like
Yep.
I've been trying to you know, start a nonprofit is not easy, right? Because there's
Right.
a lot of things you have to go through. A lot of
Red tape
um
and
yeah.
making sure every T is crossed and I is dot.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why I
Yeah.
haven't started one.
Right?
My heart's
So
there, but the rest of the stuff is just like,
yeah. So it's goldstarvalorfoundation.com.
oh,
So
it
I just
is.
want to make sure it was .com, not .net. I didn't want to say the wrong thing.
Right,
So
right.
goldstarvalorfoundation.com. On there, so this is my vision. Okay.
Okay.
There's a donate button on there. On there, every Gold Star family that I help, I want to put their loved one on that page and then have them write a little story, a little biography about them, who they were as a person, what unit they were with, what kind of husband he was or whatever, son, all
Right.
that on my page so they never are forgotten. Also, I'm going to maybe do a shirt that has like Gold Star Valor Foundation, Remember Our Fallen on the back, and then a QR code to their loved one on
Okay.
my page. And then people can purchase, so family want to purchase that one of those t-shirts, proceeds will go back to that family, and I'll be able to help raise money for that individual family as well. You know what I mean? So a portion will go to the Gold Star, and then a portion of that will go to that specific family, like the wife or this, the mother. You know what I mean? I think I want to try to get back as much as possible. There's a lot of back behind the scenes stuff that needs to happen.
Right, right.
SEO guy deals with all that stuff.
Yeah.
But my goal is just to raise as much money for that family, particular family, and that will drive traffic to my website. You know what I mean? Also help raise money for the foundation, but also help raise money for that specific family too.
Right.
So there's a lot of stuff I want to do with this. My wife's very much, holds the reins back a little bit because I'm just like,
He
I got
needs
this
to.
idea. I'm gonna do this. And she's like, oh, let's do one thing at a time, Sam.
Yep.
know? And I'm like, oh, but I like, all right, if I have to.
Yep. I'm like you. I get these ideas and then it's just like beep, 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 and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, how do I do it all? And then it's just
Well,
like, okay,
it's
hang
not
on.
just that, right? There's so much more involved in it. It's not, yeah, it
Yes.
sounds great, babe, but you gotta,
Yep.
this and this. It's like, oh, all right.
Great. Well, thank you for that too. Is there anything else you want to share that we haven't covered?
Um, no, not really. I think that covers everything. I mean, about my security company and my foundation, a little bit about my life.
Right.
So
Yep.
yeah.